Hi everyone. Okay, so tonight is a little bit of a disaster around here. First of all, there's no electricity, so it's not only the candle, so we've got a little bit of artificial light here, and there's a very annoying sound of an inverter behind me, without which, the courtesy of the inverter, we would not be here at all. So thankfully for modern times, we have an inverter, otherwise I would be doing sign language. I thought this was Muffin. Oh, Muffin is behind me. Muffin. She's going to try and climb on me from the back now. No, just give her time, because you know what she thinks. She has to be on my lap. Okay, so the real disaster is that Dr. Laurie Weiss is supposed to be my guest. And I don't know if it's a time zone thing. Hello, Muffin. Cool. Say hi. Okay, and sit still. Don't be a diva. Okay, so Dr. Laurie Weiss is supposed to be my guest, but I don't know if it's a technology problem or if it is a time zone problem. You know, the time zones can be very confusing. So whatever it is, I mean, I hope she's still going to join us. And if she's not joining, then you know what? I'll just have to do the talk. No ways that I think that I can do it as well as she can, because she's a veteran and one of the original inner child trauma, reparenting yourself developers, pioneers. And I've been very excited to talk about that subject, which is my main focus, my main passion, is to help people understand the inner child, how we... No, Muffin. No, diva, go. So understand how we are damaged, carry our damage, don't know about it, and inadvertently damage a lot of people around us, hurt a lot of people around us, and don't step into our full power. So, wait, the first thing I want to do here, so I just want to get comments on. Okay, and should I be so lucky that my esteemed guests happen to be on Facebook, then I can just make sure. Hi, Antoinette. You want to join me? It's me by myself. This was not the plan tonight. Okay, but let's talk about inner child. I will not talk about it for that long, because I want to keep the most of the conversation for Dr. Laurie Weiss, and she will join me. If it's not tonight, if it's not right now, then it will be another time, which is fine. Right, so inner child work is because we carry hurt with us for so long without knowing it. And it is basically what we are carrying with us through generations and generations and generations. And we are not aware of it. So if we had several generations back, we had trauma, and it's not resolved, it's not changed into something positive, something that was brought awareness to, which is very, much more unlikely the way the world used to be, because we didn't have all this technology and all this knowledge that is freely available. And so you go through wars, you go through famine, you go through hardship, you go through abuse, you go through several cycles of trauma. And here we are today. And we have got all this help. But we are still largely walking around not understanding, not knowing how much we are bringing from previous generations. So anything that has not been resolved has shaped how we look at life and how we respond or react to everything that goes on around us. And if it has been trauma informed, if it has been because of trauma in people's lives, then they would be learning to act in a certain way because of a trauma that they experienced. So you pass this on, your trauma-informed habits, outlooks, defense mechanisms, limiting beliefs, survival tactics, like withdrawing from people. That's a survival tactic, and it's not good for us. Not knowing how to speak to people, not stepping into your own power, that's a survival um, technique. It's not a skill. It's just a way to get through it. Being overly protective, very much trauma informed. Over controlling, trauma informed. It doesn't come from a place of I have safety in me because I believe in me, I love myself, I accept myself, and I believe in my ability to communicate well, ask for what I want, and have a clear no. That's a self-empowered adult, has that view. Everything else is trauma informed. I mean, most of our lives are a mishmash of what we have brought with us generations and generations and generations. And we are in this unique situation in the world right now that we've got this amazing internet presence. Everybody is now on the internet, which everybody wasn't before. And with so much knowledge and with so many people starting to understand about trauma and how we carry it with us. So I want to go back to those pioneers from 40 years ago who did all this work and all the knowledge that went missing. You know, the bestsellers, the work that has been around and then it went away. Those experts are still around, and I really want to bring that knowledge so that we can all understand it. This knowledge is what saved me. To understand that my inner child was a bundle of self-protective reactions, overreactions, underreactions, without enough tools and skills to navigate the world. So let me just quickly go check the comments here. I am Jeanette. I can send you the link. You're enjoying this. Okay. Yeah, I can't help for that. That is just bless the noise, because if I don't have that beep beep, then I wouldn't have internet. So just bless the noise and live with it. Zone out from it. Unless you have ADD, I'm sorry. But the rest of us will zone out from it and see it's a blessing. Yeah. Internet, it's one little beep every few seconds. It's not so bad. Okay. I'm not going to say more about this subject. This is all I'm going to say about the subject. And just that next time when I do talk to Dr. Laurie Weiss, what we will do is we will discuss how children are accidentally damaged, abused, even because even when you try and do your best, when you're actually trying to just do your best, simply because you or your parents are coming from a trauma-informed model, which is most of the world. And just the way that we, very well-intentioned, can structure our lives, have our habits, have our outlooks, carry them over, those things can be hugely detrimental to everybody else. So that is what we're going to talk about, how to step out of it, how to reparent ourselves. And until then, I want to ask you to be aware of how much of your patterns, how many of your patterns you have been carrying with you. So if there's anybody else watching, if you have any questions, please, I'm very happy to answer them. And otherwise, if there are no questions, then we will resume this when I can catch up with time zones and technology and my esteemed guest at the same time. And in the meantime, I'm very happy for you to leave me some hearts and hugs, because I'm very lonely here tonight. I even chased Muffin away, so right. Here we go. Hi, Peter. I am sorry that my guest is not here. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, anyways, I am going to sign off now. And maybe it's a good thing that I don't have a guest. And I will see you next time. And thank you all for watching. So sorry about the noise. And thank you for watching.